Welcome to Craft and Create. We're so excited you're here with us. Today is going to be so much fun.
Yeah, we were inspired by the Nutcracker tags kit. They were super popular and sold out for now, but don't worry, we have plenty of other products you can use to create similar projects.
Our goal is to give you lots of holiday inspiration and ideas. We are going to be covering the Nutcracker kit first. So if you did purchase the kit, get it out if you haven't put it together and share and join us in creating some of the tags. Then we're going to be showing you some really neat stepped up projects.
Absolutely.
We're going to be creating cards, scrapbooking, and more. We'll be showing you all kinds of ideas on how to use the Nutcracker kit as well as the Christmas tags and more designer series paper. All right, are you ready? Let's get started with some festive tags. All right, here's our kit. This is the very popular, super popular Nutcracker tags kit.
Yes, absolutely.
It is adorable. So here's what you get in the entire kit. We've got instructions. So all of our kits come with this kind of assembly. So you've got some kind of adhesive. You have some type of maybe embellishment or a twine.
Yeah.
You've got die cuts. You have, if it's tags, you've got tags. If it's cards, you have cards. Just kind of like your basic assembly. This little thing is nice to have if you're doing some stamping. So just for future, if some of our kits also come with stamping, some do not. So this is a non-stamping kit, and it's just really easy to put together. Also, we have instructions, and Ethan, show them the instructions. I love our instructions because they give you full detail of what you need to do, how to put them together, as well as what goes with what. So Ethan, when you first came to Stampin' Up!, what was your introduction to Stampin' Up?
Yeah, one of the first things I did, I was handed a kit box, and it was my job to put together a bunch of cards, and I've never crafted before, and it felt really easy. The instructions were super clear, and I actually really enjoyed it. It gave me the chance to make 9 cards that I get to use for friends and family now, and it was a blast. So I'm really excited to make these tags.
I think any introduction to Stampin' Up! Should start with a kit.
Yes, absolutely.
Because it gets you going, like, if you're not creative, if you don't have that, like, what we call that crafting bug in you, then it's nice to have a kit to kind of follow along because of the coordination, as well as the choreograph part of it.
Yeah, and things are cut out for you already. You have your stamps.
Designed and colored. You don't have to add anything else.
All the basics of card making are given to you. It's right there for you. You don't have to go hunting for it. And for someone like me who didn't know really what to do, it was all right there for me in the instructions. It was really easy.
That's what kits are for. So let's go ahead and get started. If you're joining us, we're going to follow along with the instructions ourselves. Ethan is going to pull out. We're going to make 1 each of these tags. And I'm going to be doing 2, and Ethan is going to be doing 2. So we're going to need to have the die cuts, pulling them out and placing them just like we see here in the instructions. It's very helpful to kind of organize everything at first. So then that way you know exactly what you have and what you don't miss any pieces.
Absolutely.
All right, so we've got our nutcrackers, and next we need to have the holly leaves. So we've got 1 of each color, it looks like. Yeah, so nice 1 for you and 1 for me. I need a light green one for him.
I love all the different shades of green we have here. Christmas has so many shades of green.
So this is Granny Apple Green and Shaded Spruce, which is like a blue-green. And then we also have Garden Green. That's the other color. So, and then we've got, on this kit, we have our tags. So you want to pull out one of those. And I love that this is a robust kit.
Yeah,
because you get 16 tags. That's a lot of tags for 1 kit. And I know you're thinking, I don't need 16 tags. Well, hang on. Continue to join us because we're going to show you a lot of different ideas with this kit that you can make 8 tags and still have enough to make these other projects. So we've got our tags now. Oh, and I love these little pieces. They're kind of like additional like pop-up elements to the kit.
I love this. I was making these before, and I absolutely love the dimensional view of the tags.
It's nice.
It adds some pop to it.
Look at that little musk. That's so cute. And then she's got a little hat and some boots. So adorable.
Also
and
like
I
the
also
glitter.
love, I was just thinking the
Yeah.
same thing. I love the glitter. The glitter is like a little nice little addition. And everybody loves a little bling, right?
Absolutely.
So now we've got that done. You've got yours. You got
I forgot my
yep.
other my other beard.
All right. Now,
right.
what I love with this kit, because we don't have stamping, we actually have this in many languages, which is really, really neat. So we have them in English, but we also have them in French and German. So I love that we have those available. So I'm going to grab mine. You want to grab yours that you're using?
Yes, absolutely.
So I'm going to do the Believe in the Magic. That
I
goes
have the
with
For
him.
You.
And then
This one. And
Sending Joy.
Cheer to the Last Year.
I wonder, why don't we use English or French and German on our tags?
Ooh, I like
Wouldn't that be
it.
fun?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to grab a German.
I'm going to grab a French.
There we go.
Here.
All right. So we've got that.
Then I'll do one in English.
Yeah.
Right here.
All right, so now we have we're going to be sharing the kit, so we're going to be sharing adhesives. So in the kit, we have dimensionals and mini glue dots. So the mini dimensionals are smaller than our normal dimensionals. And what I like about them is that you've got like everything you need, just enough for the kit.
Yep.
But they always give you just a little bit extra because, you have accidents sometimes,
or
right?
if you ever need more for another kit,
Yes.
right? Keep them around.
Yes. All right. So what we're going to do, let's start to put this together. So the first thing we're going to do is let's pop out. We're going to grab our take your pick tool, and let's pop out that little hole. And then we're going to add, if you look at the instructions, so the first thing we need to do is we need to turn over a few of these pieces that are going to be getting dimensionals. Yes. So I think it's mostly all of the additional pieces that pop up, as well as so just these pieces and the sentiment.
Yep.
So we're going to turn those all over, kind of like having everything turned over, and then we're going to add all those dimensionals. Now, you want to grab yours first?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So it looks like on the sentiment we have 2.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go ahead and put that right there.
And what I like about dimensionals is you don't need a lot. Like, it doesn't need to cover like the whole entire thing. But you just need some that are like your basic points. So, in the center, on the sides equally. So then that way you distribute the weight and it gets to adhere perfectly.
Yeah, absolutely. Now let me get the 1 on the beard and then 2 on the hats. Oh, 1 came off. There we go. Then we'll do the other ones. We have the beard.
So while you're pulling off those adhesive backings, I'll go ahead and put on mine.
And it's really nice because the backs, the non-sticky part just peels right off.
So here's a little tip that you can do. Did you know this? You can use your Take-A-Pick tool. You can actually poke a hole in the center and then you can kind of remove that.
Know that.
Yeah, isn't that
That's
neat?
Smart.
So let's show that up in a close-up maybe. That might be helpful. Let's see. Okay, whoop, there's a close-up. So all you do is kind of put your poke into the center of it and kind of just flick it off. So then that way that comes off. So easy to do. Saves me so much time. Okay, so we're adding 2 for the hats, and it looks like 1 for the little mustache.
Can I steal one from you? It looks like I missed one for my hat.
You missed one? There you go.
Thank you.
And then 2 for the boots. Just so simple.
Right.
And then this sentiment is much longer, so I'm going to make sure that I add 2 towards the center because it's going to go over the tag, so you'll be able to do a little bit smaller. So, all right, we got those, right? So
yes.
The first thing, and then the next thing we want to do is we're going to use our glue dots, and we're going to flip over our holly leaves. Okay, and just 1 glue dot. Now you can grab your Take-A-Pick tool and pull it up this way.
Oh, smart.
And then place it.
Or you can fold your paper over a little bit.
There you go.
Put it down directly on there.
And then again, 1 just in the center of your holly leaves and berries.
Perfect.
Okay, we're gonna turn over our Nutcracker Nutcracker characters, we'll call them. Gonna pop out that hole that's in the center of the tag top, and let's turn those over, and we're gonna add two glue dots, one in the top and then one towards the bottom.
Perfect.
So we'd love to know if you are joining us in creating this tag, or if you've made this tag already, the tag kit. Let's see, wanted to see how many people have already made theirs. They were quite popular, and of course they're so cute. They're very on trend right now. Nutcrackers are everywhere. I see them everywhere that I'm going right now.
Absolutely. And the nice thing is with a kit like this, it looks so well done that people will ask you, did you get these at the store?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, actually. Stampin' Up! Is the place. And I made these myself.
Yeah.
So it's a great fun surprise.
That's the really fun thing, is like when you go for Christmas and they're like, oh, I love this tag. Where did you get these? And Ethan can be like, well, I made them.
Yep.
Like, I actually made them.
Very shocking to the people in my life.
All right. So now what we're going to do is pull off the backing off of the glue dots. And we've got a little pile here on the side, and we're going to place this directly on top, and you're going to make sure that your holes are lined up, because you want to make sure that the hole is going through. We have ribbon to add, or twine to add, so make sure those are lined up first and then place them down. Super cute.
Absolutely.
Okay, and let's do the next one. Get this all ready. Are you
I love
getting that
the
off?
variety in the gingerbread, or in the nutcrackers we have here. They're so fun. So if there's people in your life who you feel like one nutcracker fits better for them, you've got many options.
Okay, and then this one. Oh, I forgot to poke that hole out. Okay. All right, we're on track now. All right, and now we're going to add all our other little pieces. So the first thing we want to do is, according to the instructions, we're going to place all of the pieces, the sentiment and the hat and that, and you leave the little holly for last.
All right.
All right, so we're going to do, I like to do like do your sentiment last on top.
So you can line it up.
Yep.
Perfect.
And just place them directly on top. And this is what gives that dimension to the tag.
Which I think is a lot of fun. I love the glitter on these. It adds an extra pop to it.
Oops, there we go. And these little boots that have additional little glitter on them. And then the sentiment, because it's already dimensionalized, you're not having to worry about like the dimension of it. It all just kind of goes right on top of each other. So there we go with the sentiment. I love the colors in this. It's real bright, festive. It would be really cute to find some wrapping paper or a simple gift bag that you can like put on top of it.
Hey, Cindy.
Yeah.
Somebody mentioned that they're planning to put treats in between the Nutcracker and the tag.
Oh,
and they're going to be gifting them to friends.
Oh.
That's really
nice.
nice.
And I thought that was such a cute idea.
That is really cute, because you could do neighbor gifts.
Yeah.
So you could like put little or coworker gifts too.
Coworker gifts are a great idea.
Yeah. So you can kind of put them in between, and we do have some cello bags that you can purchase, or you can just use any of the treat packaging.
Yeah.
All right. I do have a little bit of poking out in my sentiment to kind of get that detail of the piece here. So I had to poke that out, and then I'm just going to place this right here, and there we go. All right, and our last thing we need to do is to add the holly leaves. So my holly leaf is just going to kind of tuck in between the Nutcracker and the back tag. So it kind of just, make sure I'm doing the right one. It kind of sticks right here, like just on the side. So you can kind of see it, just adds. I love holly. Holly's one of my favorite little elements for Christmas.
And it's such a fun addition to the tags.
Mm-hmm. Adds that little bit more Christmas to it.
Yep. And it adds some extra shape to the tags too, which is super fun.
And that's why you only need one glue dot, because the back side of it is showing.
Yep.
All right. there we go. We've got our tags almost done.
They look
Let's
fantastic.
go ahead and add the final thing that we need. We've got some basic black baker's twine. And we're going to just roll this out. And what I love about the instructions, again, is that you've got inches and centimeters. So you've got on the edge, you can know what length it is without even getting out a ruler or anything. So to get this out, you just kind of play with that a little bit.
Until you start to see it
just
poke
to
out.
Poke out. All right, and it does say here we need 12 inches.
Perfect.
So this is actually going to be 9 inches. So what I like to do, because it's longer than this, I'm going to go ahead and just mark it at 9.
And add an additional 3
Add
inches.
additional 3. I've got my snips here. And then we're just going to
Do the exact
lay
same
them out.
thing.
We'll just lay them out like this, and we'll just go ahead and cut them to the same length. And it's okay if you leave them a little bit longer. Depending on what you're putting the package on,
That's
you'll
true.
need your length on those. So we're going to need 4. I'll do yours too.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
All right. So now we've got those ready to go. Okay, I'll put this to the side. All right, so you've got 2, I've got 2. So in the instructions, the way that you put them through, you want to kind of fold it directly in half. And then what you're going to do is I like to pinch, because when you press that down, it creates a fold, but then also you're able to get it through the hole. Because you've got 2 holes that you actually have to get it through. So what I like to do is I like to just hold this down at the same time, so that way it's closer together and you don't have that space in between them.
Smart.
Pull it through and then open it up. Pull your ends through the loop, and then you've got your tag. So really simple again. Make that nice, crisp. See how easy that was?
Yeah, it was nice and easy.
So then you're just gonna fold those again, pinch it so that it's nice and taut, and then hold that back down together so that you don't have that space in between.
Yep.
Move this out of the way so you can hold that space, and then kind of just use your fingers to push that through.
That's a great tip. I was struggling. I've got big hands trying to fit that thread through the tag. It's not the easiest, but that's a fantastic tip.
It's just pressing that so it's folded in there.
Yeah.
And we've got them done. All right. So we'll take a look at all of the tags. So these are 1 each of all of the tags. You can see here. We've got them done. I mean, that was maybe 15 minutes.
Absolutely.
At the most. So we've got these already finished and done. We're going to show you some other projects that are you can get, and let's share with those. So you can make some other types of tags. We have this designer series paper that was actually purposely designed for tags.
Yeah.
And many other things, scrapbooking, card making, everything. So we're gonna pull out this paper. This was really popular too. It's gonna be available in 2 days back in stock.
Yeah.
And perfect timing for you to go ahead and order it and get it for the end of the month and start all your Christmas stuff for the 1st of December.
Yeah.
Because you got to get them out and get everything ready, you know.
Absolutely.
So, but look at this paper. It's so cute. So you've got all of these. Look at how much you
candy
get.
Canes.
The quantity is amazing.
You can make so many tags.
So many tags. And then the back side, plaid, so cute. Then we've got some other ones here that are just like kind of like a half shape of a wreath. And then we've got
Those are
these
fun
with the
ornaments.
ornaments. So the purple, like you can cut this off and use this as a layer, but then you've got another softer pattern.
Yeah.
Another fun plaid that you can do. And on the back side is another pattern. So all of these really coordinate really well together. But look at these adorable die cuts. Like they're already colored and done for you, and you can mix and match all of these all together in various ways. And what I love about them is that they all coordinate really well together, and we have other products that also coordinate with them as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the main thing I wanted to share today was how to make some more tags, and that is with this sheet. This was, like I said, designed purposely for tags. So let me share how you would do that. So I've got this tag. I'm gonna just take this sheet with my trimmer, and it's really simple. These are just These are 6x6, so you're going to cut it at 3-inch. And then you're just going to cut these at 2-inch. Right on the line.
Those are the perfect size for tags.
Yeah, right? So easy. These will be great to put on a treat, a little neighbor gift. But look how cute these are. And we left some of them with images, but then also some of them have like just some basic patterns that you can't find in the paper. So, and then all you're going to do is now I've got my tags. I'm like already a good base.
Yes.
There's the start of them.
And you've got 6 unique tags.
Yes.
And there's so many options.
And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a few of this is all I use for this, by the way, is I just used a few of these really, really cute pieces. I also added some sentiments, and I have these tags already done. Look at these. I've added a little bit of designer series paper from the paper stack on the back of it. And I've just added also some of the greetings that were the greetings for all. And you can use stamped images that you have as well. But look at how quick and easy I made just with this part, how many tags I made.
Those are absolutely fantastic.
Super cute.
I love those.
Now, I went ahead and did some twine, which we have our basic twine. And I have used all the white, the vanilla, as well as the crumb cake. And I've just used your common stapler.
Yeah.
But we do have a hole punch that you can get as well. It's in the trio pack of the assorted, and you can get the hole punch if you want to go that way as well. But
I like
just
the
so
staple
easy.
too. It looks kind of rustic.
Yeah,
I
it's
like that look.
Simple, really easy, something I have on hand.
Yeah.
I don't have to go buy anything else. And look I've got it done. I've got 6 tags right here. How many pieces of the paper where there's like
the
6 or 8 of them?
possibilities of mixing and matching are endless.
So many things you can do with this. So, all right, Ethan, thanks for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes.
This was so much fun.
Yes, and I am so glad that Ethan joined me with the gift of the crafting. The kit portion of this the kit portion. We're going to bring Abby on next, and she's going to show you how you can step up a kit.
Thanks, Cindy.
Thanks. Hey!
Fancy meeting you here.
I know. Okay, we're going to get this going. Let me move all of these tags.
These tags were so fun.
So let's bring out those tags again so we can kind of share a little bit of what your process was next on how to do the tags.
Yeah, so we were talking because I am somebody who am a simple gift wrapper. I don't do a lot of like really extra things on my gifts. So I actually don't use a lot of tags. So I bought this kit and I stopped by Cindy's desk and I said, hey, I love these Nutcrackers, but I don't need this many tags, and this kit makes so many. Do you think we could make something else with that?
Yes.
And so we started kind of brainstorming and working together, and so we turned some of these tags into cards because I'm more of a card giver, and I use more Christmas cards than I do tags. And so
and they turned out so great. Look at how these turned out.
And they're simple because I'm a simple crafter, just like I'm a simple gift wrapper. That's kind of a theme going on. So this is really fun. I just literally took the tag and instead of gluing the Nutcracker together, I separated them a little bit so you can see them and just literally glued it onto a card base.
And what are these card bases?
These card bases are the Christmas greetings cards and envelopes, and I am obsessed with this plaid. I don't know if you can tell. There is like gold foil on here.
Yes.
And it is so elegant, and I am a fan of like a card that comes printed and ready to go, and I just have to add like one thing to it
and it's like it's done.
And it's done.
Yep.
Like it looks like you spent way longer on this card.
Well, I love them because they're plaid. If you can't tell, I love plaid. So
can't go wrong.
But I love these because they're really good neutral colors.
Yes.
You know, for the holidays. So
They're
you can
festive.
really mix their yes, they're very festive. But you can mix like this could be easily a winter card base.
Absolutely.
You know, you could really mix them all together. So they're a great pack to get, and you get envelopes with them as well.
Yes, that coordinate.
So all right, that is so super simple, and I think like if you wanted to step it up a little bit, you could always do a little bit of bling.
Absolutely.
If you've got a little bit on your collection, you could add a little bit of bling to it.
You can never go wrong with more bling.
No, you can't. You could add. We have some loose gold sequins you could add to
that would
it.
be gorgeous with this.
You could step it up. Also, tell me what you did with your little twine here.
Yeah, so if you notice, like it's a little free flowing, but it does stay in place. I just threw a little glue dot right on there to hold it in place so that it kind of created the movement and the focal point on there, but then it's not flopping around or getting in the way of
I love that.
this card too. So
I love that.
Super simple.
That's a little concept art tip that we do around here.
Yeah.
We like to glue everything in place so that it doesn't move.
So
when
it
it
stays
goes
perfect.
when it stays
Yeah.
perfect. So a
Yeah.
little you can also do that for you're sending your cards.
Yeah.
All right, so tell me about this card that you made.
So this one, I'm actually really proud of this one. So like I said, I'm a simple crafter, but I saw these pieces, these tag pieces, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that would be such a cute background.
Yes.
So I started messing with them, and I was like, okay, if you can do one this way. And I love that I did multiple colors because you get
too.
so many options. You get 3 each of these.
Yes.
Like, so many. So I just grabbed them and I cut off the top part with the loop and to make it sized for the card, and then just laid them on there. But this gold flag at the end is my favorite part.
Love it.
And then because there's kind of a lot going on with the background, I decided not to add the accessories to the Nutcracker guy and just leave him as he is. And so I can use those pieces for something else.
I love it. And then this is a great card to give. The For You is very
Yeah.
gender neutral, so
Yeah,
you could give
for
it to
sure.
anybody
Yeah.
and stick it in one of the envelopes
Yeah.
that comes with the kit, the cards, and tuck it right into the gift.
Yeah, so
Perfect.
simple.
Yes. Okay, so we wanted to show you also how you can use other product and you can make the same type of cards.
Yeah.
So
Kind of
here we-
using these as a template.
Yeah. So here we go with this one. This is using, again, the Christmas Tags and More Designer Series paper and using the layouts that Abby used from the first cards.
Yeah, so this one you can see the Nutcracker kind of acts as the
Here, we'll
focal
show 'em
point.
right next to each other.
Good idea. So we have the focal point of the Nutcracker here. So I wanted to copy that idea by using this Christmas tree and some of the presents. And we thought we were so clever. We put the Christmas tree and then all the presents underneath it to kind of create the scene. But then right here, you see we have a flag similar to the tag that we have here, but the paper doesn't come with one like that.
Yes.
So I grabbed this sheet of paper from that DSP stack that has this beautiful polka dot on the side, cut that off. It was a little bit too wide, so I cut it down just over 1 inch. It was a really precise measurement of eyeballing,
Yeah.
seeing what I liked. 1 inch felt a little too small, so I think it's about 1.25 inches is what I ended up with.
It was
But
pretty much the same
could be
size
whatever.
as the other tags were.
Yeah, I just eyeballed what
Yep.
the kind of the size was. But then I added a flag at the bottom, so we thought it would be fun to show you all how to flag something. So
It's
that
so
do stuff.
simple.
Yeah, it's so easy. So Cindy was actually the one who taught me that. I don't know if you knew this.
I did not know
I
that.
saw you do it one day and was like, oh my gosh, that is genius. I don't know why I'm sitting here trying to cut a flag, like, anyway.
So turn it over. Your pattern's much lighter, so make sure you use the lighter side so you can
To
see.
make it easier to
Yep.
what you see. So what you do, you could be precise if you wanted to and find the middle and measure it. I am an eyeball kind of crafter
Yep.
of like, it looks good enough. Nobody's going to be measuring my art. I don't craft professionally like Cindy does. So I'm just a simple use what I have in my hands. So all you do is, we'll go over here to the
Yeah, we'll
close-up.
go close up.
You just find the middle and then you make a little cut as to how far you want your flag to go. So you can see here, this one's a little bit more shallow, but then I've done some deeper ones on other cards. So you can
Yes.
kind of decide and choose how deep you want your flag to go. So you just find the middle and you make a straight line cut. So that one is, if you can see that, I know it's really light, but
Yeah.
you just find the middle and make your guideline of how far you're gonna go. And then turn your paper to the corner, and I'm gonna cut from this corner over to that line I just made. So it's kind of tricky to do this. But you just do a straight line until you cut the little triangle guy out,
There you
like
go.
that. So that's half of your flag. And then you just move over to the other side, and you just find the other corner and cut straight from the corner to your middle line.
Perfect.
And then sometimes there's like a little,
Yeah, just like a little hair
Little-
of the
yeah.
paper like
Yeah.
remaining, just cut it off.
and then you have a flag. So you could use either side.
Yes.
I mean, both are so fun, but so simple, and you can customize it, which is really fun for whatever you're doing.
Yeah,
Like you could throw a hole punch on this and just make that a tag,
exactly.
which is, again,
Exactly.
my style.
But what did you do for the little tag piece?
I know. So this was also so cute. So if you notice here, we have some twine, but I didn't have a way to connect twine to this one because I didn't have a hole punch handy. And because I am the way that I am, I wasn't going to go hunt one down. So we looked in the ephemera and the little die cut pieces, and we noticed there was this little candy cane, which
Yep.
is so cute, but it has a hook on the top. So we just took a glue dot and glued this behind,
And it becomes your
and it becomes a little tag.
your little hole for the tag for the
Yeah,
ribbon.
and I love the pattern play.
Yes.
Like, I'm a really big fan of polka dots and stripes and plaid together. That's actually like my favorite color mixing combination.
This card would be perfect, yeah.
Yeah, I loved the pattern play and just like the subtle little hint of the candy cane picking out from there.
And I like that the continue-ons with the candy cane down below. So there's some kind of like design continuing on throughout the card.
Yeah, so it's really fun
cute.
to take, you know, this that was inspired from the kit and then expand it into another card.
Using different products.
Yeah.
So whatever product, I mean, you may have a suite at home, you may have other bundles that you can think through this, and using the same type of layout, you can just use whatever product you have.
Yeah.
So, but you definitely want to get this paper. It's so cute.
So much fun to play with.
All right, let's show the second one.
All right, this next one. So this was, again, that striped background with the different flags. And so I used my new flagging technique.
Yeah.
And used just 2 different patterns here. I thought there was kind of a lot going on, so I didn't want to use 3 different patterns. We played around with it before I glued it down, and we ended up on this choice. But,
and that's always a good thing to do, is like to play around with the patterns and feel like what is making the focus not stand out as much.
Exactly.
And so by adding some lighter images, we're able to make that focus center pop
more. Yeah. And then again, with the Nutcracker being the center of focus on this card, we found this cardinal that we really loved, and this wreath fits perfectly behind it. And so we thought that helped stand him out a little bit more, and then flanked it on the side with some poinsettias, and then we saw some greenery on there.
So it gives that kind of longer length.
Yeah. So we're taking up more of the length of the card. This reminded me a lot of doing like a card sketch challenge.
Yeah.
You know, using this as kind of my sketch or my template and inspiration, and then moving on to like different imagery and a different focus.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's one of the main things that we do have in our catalog is lots of card sketches and scrapbook sketches that are used. And so playing with a sketch is always a great way to get your creative juices started.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and I love that you popped it up a little bit.
Yes.
And definitely I think you could add some more bling to it if you wanted to take it to the next level. Like there's a lot of things you could do.
If you notice, I don't have any sentiments on my cards.
Yes.
That was kind of on purpose. Number one is, you know, I could use this for any kind of winter occasion, but also like I don't personally feel like it needs a sentiment, but you can always add one. Like if you wanted to stamp one, if you have one in your collection, or if you have the ephemera pack, I think it's Greetings for You.
Yep.
If you have that in your stash, you can easily add that on there. Or I think it works totally by just
by itself.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be turning it inside and writing everything on the inside. Yes. So it's sometimes nice not to have a sentiment on there.
Yeah.
It's not needed always.
Yeah, let the art speak for itself.
Yeah, so let's take a look again at these projects that Abby made. Look how cute they are.
So much fun.
So much fun. So I love that we've taken a kit and now we've transformed the kit to cards. I think what would be really fun is let's have Sid join us, and she's going to share with us how she transferred the kit to scrapbooking.
Ooh, fun.
So
awesome.
All right. Thanks, Abby.
Thanks, Cindy.
All right. Hi,
Hello.
Sid.
How are you, Cindy?
Good. We're going to get out some fun stuff for Sid's portion of this presentation. So Sid, tell me about your scrapbook. I know you just like got into scrapbooking, so she's really like hitting the mark with it, taking off with scrapbooking in many different ways, like traditional scrapbooking, but also some journaling scrapbooking and things like that, and incorporating Stampin' Up! Products in them.
Yeah, so it took a really long time for me, but I just joined as a demonstrator because I wanted to make the leap officially, but I just love journaling. I love scrapbooking. I love printing pictures and, you know, putting all my memories down on paper.
I love that.
So here I am.
That's my heart. That's close to my heart too.
I know. It's been awesome, and it's been a really good time to be able to like get started and start practicing and like messing with our products and see how I can kind of make it my own.
Yeah, so, and learning along the way. I love that too, because she's learning as we're making these projects together. She's learning as well. So
it's been so fun.
Let's share our very first project that you made.
Yes.
Love this. So this is with the Nutcracker tags kit. Look how cute this is.
I'm obsessed. I'm so excited.
So fun. We had so much fun making this, didn't we?
Yes.
So the Nutcrackers are the main element of this, as we have a little bit of the holly leaves and one of the tags that we added.
I love that this was the main idea of this particular page because my husband's family is from Germany.
Nice.
And so Nutcrackers are a big thing in his family. Yeah. And so having those as the main part of this page just made my heart happy.
I love it. I love it.
Yes.
And I love that you have this like ready. Like you have it ready for when you go to the mart next.
Yes, we go every single year. And so it's prepped for me. Now when I go, I'm going to take pictures and I'm going to be able to have a spot where I can take our family or put our family picture.
Yeah, so she's popped these up a little bit so then that way she can put that photo right underneath it. And I have to ask you.
Yes.
Let's show them how we made this background.
Yes.
So let's get out your little demonstration.
Yes.
I love this.
Yes, let's get all the things out. So I started off by cutting the photo mat for how big I wanted to have my picture be. And then I also noticed that I loved this paper, okay?
Oh,
I don't know if we want to do
neat.
like a close-up of this paper.
Let's come up over here.
here.
It's like little
It is so
snowflakes.
stunning. Look at that.
That's so cute.
It's so beautiful, but it's so hard to see.
Yes.
When you're just looking at it. And so I was like, what if, hear me out, what if I cut my photo mat? And I think I placed it about center. And I was like, let's make those snowflakes stand out a little bit. And so I took a color, whatever color you want to use. It doesn't matter. It's up to you. You can make your page however you want to do it. But I just took my blending brush.
Line it up nice and straight.
Lined it up where I wanted it.
You could use a little bit of tape or like a little dot in the center to keep it still.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, so
I
you
didn't
can
think about
kinda,
that. I just use my fingers, but that's a great idea.
Here we go. Let's just do this real quick.
Yes.
So that way you can easily just add a little bit of adhesive, a little glue dot.
I love that.
Oh, maybe not. There we go. I got it.
Okay, perfect. Let's place
Turn
this
that
guy
over.
Okay.
And place it where you want it.
Let's
kind
go.
of centered.
Do you feel like that's,
that
let's
looks
go here.
great.
Okay.
It kind of will hold that in place just
like
so that,
that.
if you move it a little bit with your brush, it doesn't move too much.
That's a good idea. I'm going to use that from here on out. I then took my blending brush and I do a little like test to make sure that my brush is working the way I want it to, because when you get these fresh, you want to ink them up and kind of get them prepped because they can be a little bit fun to mess around with.
Yeah, and you always want to work off an edge and then work on off the edge, because you can kind of get some what they call dimples or like spots.
Yeah,
so you want to like work slowly.
You want it to be softer.
Yes,
at least that's what I was going for mine. So I took my photo mat and I just lightly just started to blend and used my photo mat as like a stencil almost.
I love it.
To know where all of this was going to go. So I just went down kind of working over the photo mat, and then if you want areas darker, so I'm just doing the base. So there's kind of, I think that's pretty light on camera.
Yeah, it is.
Let's keep going.
Yeah. And I think you kind of came down to the other side too, the bottom.
I did a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yes, that's true. Let's go all the way over.
I think what's most important about working with blending brushes is that you're treating this like layers, soft layers, and building it up. It's kind of like watercolor is the same thing. You want to like do a lighter color and then build up your layers to really create the depth. And so you want to treat blending the same way.
That's so pretty. So it's a very light layer of green right here. And then what I'm going to do is I started to kind of bring out the other snowflakes so that we could have some pops. And so I just would go over snowflakes and I would make it slightly darker just to kind of add a little bit of like dimension to that. So then you can see the snowflakes a little bit, and also just have a mixture of color. And then if you want to like come in and just kind of like blend that all together, you can do it as much as you want. I went pretty intense on my snowflakes on my other one. So
I think if you did one here to kind of...
Let's do that.
Yeah, add one a little bit darker there. That way it doesn't look like it's just standing out.
That's cute.
You have just like it's kind of popping all over. Makes it feel more organic.
That's fun.
Okay, so wait a minute. You stenciled on this.
Yes.
So what are you going to do now?
So now with the photo mat, I'm just going to lightly
twist it,
pull off, and then you have, so the back is where you had that ink. Now you can just set it down and your photo can go right on top of it.
Awesome!
I know.
It's like 2 for 1.
Isn't that so fun?
When she did this, I was like, that is amazing, because now I don't have to cut another piece of paper.
Because normally I'm a lot like Abby. I'm going to admit it.
Yep.
I'm a lot like Abby, and I'm just like, oh yeah, this area is nice. I'm going to go here. And then, but I don't take the time to measure because it just takes too much time for me personally. So I like to eyeball things, but this was a good idea for so that it's not too time consuming for me.
Yeah,
So
yeah. And you just turn it over so you can look and see
Yes.
the detail that
Look
it
at
gives.
that.
And so when she puts this on top and then adds her photo, you can't even see
so pretty.
that color, and it's nice.
I love that layer.
So on this one, you did do pool party on pool party.
Yes.
And so you could do different colors.
Different colors.
Whatever you want to do to
Yes.
kind of mix with it. Also, I wanted to ask you.
Yes.
You did the same thing that Abby did by
Yes.
securing your piece down.
Yes, because I really wanted to be able to show texture on this page.
Yeah.
And so being able to not have the string moving around, I ended up tying, so I strung it through the little hole in the tag.
Yep.
And then I tied a knot at the end, so I knew where it was going to end. Mm-hmm. And then I just kind of made a design and kind of put a little bit of glue in different areas of the design and then laid it down.
That's perfect. And then it goes in the scrapbook page. It doesn't move.
Yes.
Like it doesn't move at all. So if you wanted to pull it in and out, or it just doesn't move, I love that.
Well, and I love the little twirl.
Yeah.
It gives it some personality.
Personality.
Yeah, I like it.
All right, so let's show you
The second one?
Yeah. Let's move this off here. And let's
So
show you the second
cute.
one. So
Yes.
again, the same thing like Abby did. She used the Christmas tags and more, and she made this project.
Yes. Okay,
So-
this one I'm so excited.
I love this
Yeah,
one.
I like this one.
So she did the green. So you did the green on the
did.
garden green on garden green.
Yes.
So a little bit different. But tell us a little bit about how, like, what inspired you over here.
So I really liked this page, and I liked that we had kind of this side by side going together.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just kind of used the Christmas tags and more, and I did a similar template with the ornaments, and just kind of stuck with having the focal points be right here.
I love that.
So it's similar, and then we just used the ornaments from the die cutting pages.
Yeah, for the die
Die
cuts.
cut, yeah.
And then just added them on top. I love how
Yes.
you added the bow
The
here.
bow. I am a bow
Love
person.
the little bows that are added right here. Those are also in
Yes.
the die cuts in that Designer Series paper.
Yeah.
But you added the elements are the
Yes.
same, so the layout is basically
It's
the same.
Yeah.
As
and then
well
just
as the tag.
dimensionals, and to give it a little bit of that flair, I like how I popped it up and kind of gave it some personality.
Yeah. You even did the Abby tip with
Yes.
the candy cane.
Isn't that so cute?
It's just so cute.
I like how eclectic this is.
Yes.
I think that's the right word. But I like the mixture of textures because it's so cute.
It's so cute. Okay.
So quirky, like
O-
me.
Okay, I noticed something that's kind of different here. Tell me what this is for.
Yes, so this is, I chose to have it this way, Cindy.
I know.
I did some lined paper under here so that I would have some space for my photo. So that
That's a good tip.
I could pre-plan, I could make my layout, and then
And then when you're ready for your
when
photo,
I have my photos, I'll just lift
it
right
up,
under.
and then you have it there.
Yes.
Perfect.
Isn't that so cute?
So it doesn't like adhesive down, that's not that stuck down, so that
Yeah.
you don't have to pull it back and pry it up and maybe ruin it.
Yeah.
So you want to just be able to put your photo in there one way and the other way, and
I
it's there.
definitely don't want to mess up like my plans.
Yes.
So
Yes.
this is my way of planning.
That's awesome. I love it. So cute. Let's take a look at these together again. Just so unique that you can take this same layout with the Nutcracker tag, as well as the Christmas tags and more. And it's just the same thing,
So
just different
cute.
products. So
we have so many pretty products
Yes.
that you can do so much with.
Yes.
And you can create so many different projects for the holiday season.
So we've gone through 2 of our products. We have made tags for both.
Yes.
We've made cards for both. We've made scrapbooking.
A layout.
Yep. And there's even more things. There's more ideas you could do, like those Nutcracker tags. What if
They
you
are
put?
so cute.
What if you put them together and make like a garland?
Oh my gosh.
How cute would that be?
A garland or ornament?
Yes. Ornaments would be great.
I think I saw in the comments somebody is planning to do ornaments.
I love that.
Yes.
So there's so much you can do with our kits collections. There's even some other Christmas kits that are available now still, besides the Nutcracker one, that you can take and you can break them apart, kind of use them for different purposes, like cards and scrapbooking. It's just opening up your creativity to do
options.
lots of different things.
We want to give you options.
Yes. We want to thank you so much for joining us live today. We hope you're feeling inspired to take any project that you love and create something amazing this holiday season.
If you want another craft along experience like this,
Oh, tell me. I do.
we have options for you.
Yes.
Have you guys heard of the Brush Beauty Craft class?
It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be a paid. You got to pay
Yes,
for it, right?
yes.
It's not a lot. Like it's not
free like today.
Yes,
but you get a more in-depth experience.
Yes, and you get more tips and all kinds of techniques. You're going to learn all kinds of stuff just like you did here today, but more advanced. And that's going to be available next week. It's around the corner, November 20th at 2 p.m. Mountain Time. You're going to craft along with our expert instructors. You're going to learn new techniques and using the brand new Brush with Beauty Suite collection.
And that suite is
So
just stunning.
stunning.
So pretty. So pretty.
We'll be able to guide you through all of your completed projects. So you'll be able to prep all of your materials and then join us and craft along, just like we did today. We are streaming it live so you can craft along and with us and connect with all of our community of crafters. That's the fun part of it, is there's global perspective of all of the crafters around the world. Also, what's really fun is the videos are going to be available after on a live stream to rewatch, and you can craft as you like. You can watch it in the beginning and then go back and craft
rewatch
later
them.
on.
They will be available on YouTube.
Yes.
So you can go back.
Well, not
watch them
those, but this will be.
This one. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Not that one. You got to pay for that one. But this video replay will be available on our YouTube channel. So make sure you go there and watch it again. Maybe share it with a friend. Share it with somebody you know on Facebook or Instagram or on YouTube and let them know to watch this video. They're going to get lots of different ideas just like we shared today.
So fun.
All right.
Cindy, this was awesome.
This was great.
Thank you so much for having us.
Let's do it again.
I know, we should.
We should. Let's do this again. Abby, can we do this again? Yeah.
Thumbs up.
So we'll be seeing you again, I'm sure, in the new year. And we thank you all for joining us. And happy crafting.
See you later.
You find a friend who does just what they love and lets it show. One card at a time can really change the way we live. Focused on the sharing and the chance we have to give. You can do most anything, so just do what you love.